Merriam-Webster's vocabulary builder. I'm gonna help you with that. And right now we're just gonna have to go ahead and do unit number 24. With 8 roots in our minds right now. And the first one being manned. Alright, manned. Let me just stop all these free screens. Manned basically means mandire, and this basically means order. So manned comes from a Latin word, mandire, which means order. So we get words like mandatory, meaning like it's required. Why don't they just use the word required then? We also get mandate, commandeer, and remand. Nice, nice. Alright, our second root is und. Und, we have like unda, which means wave. And then we have, it is also a Latin word. We get a bunch of other words too, like undulant, inundate, redound, and redundancy. Nice. Alright, our third root is sanct, as in like, which actually comes from sanctus, as in holy. Remember the Sanctum Sanctorum? The very, very famous home of Dr. Stephen Strange. Hiya! You are now within my grasp, and I will now make sure you are not Alright, you are not in my grasp. So this is actually all pretty interesting and everything, but we got something else in the bag here too. Alright, next up we have, we get words like sanction, sanctimonious, sacrosanct, and sanctuary here, which is all nice and good if you ask me. Alright, what else do we have? Next up, our fourth root is locu. L-O-Q-U. Now, L-O-Q-U as in locu. Here we go. It actually comes from loqui, which basically means to talk. To talk. To talk. And here we go, words like colloquium, soliloquy, colloquial, and loquacious. And the person who did his own speech for 2 hours before Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address was like 2 hours long, was a loquacious speaker, the most famous orator in America at that time, and those kinds of things. Right, next up, and while afterwards, Abraham Lincoln did a 2-minute, 249-word speech. Nice, and also a pretty big improvement, honest Abe. Alright, our fifth root is ver. Ver basically means man. Man! Ah, this guy looks a bit angry. Alright, so we get words like virtuality, triumvirate, and we even have virago or virtuosity here. Alright, our sixth root is val. No, val, not val as in Valkyrie. Also, the Latin word for this is valere, which actually means, which is actually pretty close to this. Also, it basically means strength. Strength, strength! Here you get words like valor, equivalor, prevalent, and validate. Validate! Hopefully, I hope you guys can see an orange blur instead. Alright. Our seventh root is cre, as in cret. Now, cret means crescer, which means to grow. Like when this guy suddenly seems big. I am now super person. He was always super person anyway, with that weird hair. Alright, here we get words like crescent, accretion, excrescent, and increment. Increment as in like this same distance, same increments between the graphs. Yeah, those kind of things. Alright, our eighth and final root is fuss. Not exactly our final root, but yeah, fuss. F-U-S. Like the bus, except it's a fuss. Here we go. It actually comes from a Latin root, fundir, which means melt. To be honest, all of our roots today are Latin roots. Also means to pour at the same time. So here we get words like transfusion. Transfusing Dr. Strange and every other living creature that he found in the book of Cagliostro, or whatever book he read in What If. Those kinds of things. Alright, so here we have effusive, profusion, and suffuse. Not a nice idea, in my opinion. Okay, so next up we have Greek and Latin borrowings, as in like apologia, atrium, oligarchy, enchromium, neurosis, opprobrium, referendum, and ultimatum. What does all that mean? Let me check myself. Alright, so firstly, we have to talk about the apologia, which basically means a defense, especially of one's own ideas, like those kinds of things. It's like an apology, except it's the opposite. Like, I will not apologize for you! Those kind of things, which this guy did a lot in What If. Alright, then we have atrium, which basically means a large open rectangular piano around a patio around which a house is built. It's like an amphitheater, except it doesn't host theater outings. Next up, we have oligarchy, which is like a government in which power is in the hands of a very, very small group. Yikes. Alright, next we have encomium, which basically means a glowing and enthusiastic praise, or an expression of such praise. Alright, next we have neurosis, which basically means like a mental and emotional disorder, which this guy went through in What If, and which is the only reason why he died in What If Season 2, to save his universe. Da-da-da! I will do anything to save my own universe. Got that? Got that? Except kill myself. But I kill myself, so yeah, there. Alright, next up we have opprobrium, which is like something that brings a bunch of disgrace. Like, you brought opprobrium! You did that opprobrium and brought disgrace upon our family. We will shun you forever. Explorers, turn your backs. Boom. Next up we have referendum, which is like the referring of a legislative measures of voters, or the approval or registration. Like a vote on such a measure, those kind of things. Alright. Next up, we have ultimatum, which is like which basically means a final proposal, a condition, or demand, especially one whose rejection will be like such a forceful action. Alright, next, okay, that's it. Ultimatum. Ultraman. For years, I've been spelling it like Ultraman, O-L-T-R-A, instead of U-L-T-R-A, which actually to be honest, I think Ultraman just sounds a bit better because it's so original. Ultraman! Alright, that's it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. I will give you back your time powers. Oh, I will also give you back your magic powers. You always had that darn cape. Alright, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you guys soon. And so until next time, Shnan out. Peace. Bye-bye. Wear a helmet. This guy will know why.